Alexa, open Chris's garage door.
Okay.
What's up, guys? It's Chris Majestic here with Majestex. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Echo Dot second generation. So the Amazon Echo is basically a smart voice controlled Bluetooth speaker. So you would basically set the speaker up in your kitchen or whatever, wherever you want in your house, and you can play music, you can do home automation, you can ask it questions, all kinds of cool stuff. So the second generation Echo Dot is going to have a gloss finish, unlike the matte finish on the old Echo Dot and the original Echo. So as far as design goes, this is going to be a pretty basic design. So the top of it's going to have 4 buttons. You're gonna have volume up, volume down, a mute button, and an action button. And on the back, you're gonna have your micro USB port, which is gonna power it, and also an auxiliary port. So the auxiliary port is gonna give you the flexibility to connect this to your home stereo. Honestly, besides the way it looks, I really can't tell the difference between the new Echo Dot and the old one. So the Echo Dot is gonna come in black or white, and it doesn't require you to have an existing Amazon Echo. Setting this thing up is really easy. You're just gonna go in the App Store or on the Google Play Store, download the Alexa app, and walk through the setup process. So this thing is only gonna cost $50. So the previous version of the Echo Dot was $90 or $89.99. This is substantially cheaper considering that the Echo right now costs $180. So for a size comparison, I actually have the original Echo, so there you go. So that's a nice size comparison of both of these together. So basically, if you think about it, it's basically just the top of this, but it looks a little bit different. So the Amazon Echo and the Echo Dot do a lot of different things. Some of the things that people mostly use it for is to play music, do home automation, set alarms, ask random questions, all kinds of crazy stuff. So the idea is to put the Echo Dot around different places in your house. So all of these are gonna have what they call far field voice recognition, which means you can be in another room, yell out Alexa and it'll hear you. What I want to do is a test, considering that you may already have an Echo or you might already have another Dot. I want to test what will happen when you have more than one. So according to Amazon, only one of them should answer. So we'll see how well that works. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 12:49 a.m.
That's impressive. So there you go. So only one, even though they both heard me, which you can see from the lights, only the Dot picked up. So I don't know if maybe the microphone of the Dot's better or it just says, hey, I'm newer, so I'll answer the question. All right, so it wouldn't be any fun if I didn't try to put these things up against each other. So obviously the Echo Dot's gonna have a disadvantage considering it's so much smaller, but we're gonna put these things together and see just how much better the Echo sounds compared to the Echo Dot. Echo, how's the weather tomorrow?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Nottingham. Look for showers, with a high of 74 and a low of 48.
Alexa, how's the weather tomorrow?
Tomorrow in White Marsh, there will be showers, with a high of 74 and a low of 48.
So when it comes down to music, I mean, there's really not gonna be much of a comparison. This really isn't fair, but I just wanna let you hear the difference between the original Echo and the new Echo Dot. So let's hear the Dot first.
Wicked tones, you know.
This is gonna be full volume.
Metro Boomin want some more. Wiggy, wiggy, oh, hold up, way, oh.
Yeah, so like I said, that's not gonna be really that fair.
Wicked tones, you know. Metro Boomin want some more. Wiggy, wiggy, oh, hold up, way, oh.
Yeah, not even close. So just like the Echo Dot is gonna connect with other smart devices. So I have my Amazon Echo linked with my SmartThings hub, which is a home automation hub, so I can control things like my lights and switches and dimmers and all kinds of stuff. So not only can you do that, but you can obviously, like I said, you can play music, you can ask it random questions, all kinds of cool stuff. Echo, play some music.
Here's a station you might like. Miguel?
You could pick that, never gotta
If you
swing
be the
that.
cash, I'll be the rubber band. You be the match, I'll be a fuse. Boom.
Echo, turn on Basement TV.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on outside garage lights.
Okay.
Alexa, turn the house alarm on stay.
Okay.
Armed stay. Exit now.
Alexa, set the downstairs temperature to 74 degrees.
Setting downstairs AC to 74.
As far as things I don't like, there's not really much I don't like about it. Only real thing I can say negative is that the speaker is not great, especially for music. But overall, I think it's great. I've not had a single problem with it, and it works really well. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you like it, go ahead and mash that like button for me. And I want to hear your thoughts, so go ahead and post in the comment section. I'll respond to your comments, and thanks for watching.